I want to welcome you learners to today's forum, to the Manifested Forum. It's an e-learning platform where you get to learn things about English and other subjects. So today we're going to look at gerunds. All right? Gerunds. Now, one thing about gerunds, it may look like a very tough word, but it's something you all know. Okay? So let me go direct to the definition. It's a verbal. It is a verbal word that functions as a noun. And in this case, the ing form of the verb that functions as a noun. Okay, it is a verbal word that functions as a noun, and in this case, not just any verbal word. Remember when we were talking about participle phrases, we said that participles are verbal words that function as adjectives. Here, we're looking at ing only, the ing form of the verb that functions as a noun. For example, we can have ing forms of verbs are learning, swimming, okay, eating, dancing, okay, reading. All these are ing forms of verbs, but now we are looking at them as nouns. We are now using them in sentences as nouns. For example, swimming is my hobby, or I enjoy eating. Okay, so we are using swimming is my hobby. So swimming there has not been used as a verb, it has been used as a noun, naming something that you like. I enjoy eating. So eating hasn't been used as a verb, we already have enjoy there. So we can't say it's been used as a verb, we already have is there. So we can't say that they're being used as a verb, but they're used as what? Nouns. And in this case, they have functions as well. We say that they can function as a what? The gerund can function as a subject. Number one, it can function as a, let me just give a small subtopic, functions of gerunds. Okay, number one, as a subject. Remember, subject are performers of actions. Okay, so as a subject, we can have, for example, learning enriches one's life. Okay, so here, let me just rub and write well. Learning enriches one's life. So here, learning has been used as a subject and not as a verb. Okay, number two, as an object. I won't go ahead and talk about direct and indirect objects. We're just going to look at how they can function as an object, a receiver of an action. For example, seeing is believing. So the word believing here has been used as an object. It received the action of seeing. Okay, now another one could be like the one I wrote there. I love dancing. Okay, so dancing is not being used as a verb. Okay, remember, whatever comes here, we can say now here that believing is now, remember, believe can never be used as she's believing me now. Okay, so it can never be used here as a verb. Okay, it may look like it's being used as a verb because of the word is, but now here again we already have the verb love, an action verb. Here you see, you might just be confused and say, no, it's now being used as an auxiliary, but no, it's being used as a main verb. Here again, love is being used as a main verb. So we already have the main verb in the sentence. So hence, dancing being used as an object. And the third use is as a complement. As a complement. Remember, we said a complement is a word that completes the predicate part of the sentence. Okay? So here we can have an example like the most important thing in life is reading. Are you saying that? So the most important thing in life is our predicate part. Is so reading completes this part of the sentence. Okay, the hence a complement. Okay, the most important thing in life is reading. So the most important thing in life is the predicate part of the sentence. We said earlier in our other topic that a complement is a word that completes the predicate part of the sentence. The predicate part is the part of the sentence that talks about the subject, okay, or the object. So in this case, the subject complement, it completes what is the most important thing in life? Reading. So our subject here is the most important thing in life, hence why it completes that thought. All right. Now we're going to look at a few examples so that we can, I want to give you an exercise, not just examples. We're already done with the definition. Like I told you, it's not going to be a very long, tiring lesson, but something just short to remind you that, you know, we're just not used to ordinary words. The nouns that are, anything that functions as a subject should be a noun. No, here we're looking at now verbs functioning as what? Nouns. Okay? Now, the exercise. Remember, before I read that exercise, that a gerund is a verbal word, an ing form of a verb that functions as a noun. Okay? For example, swimming is my hobby. Learning is important. I enjoy reading. I love dancing. Okay? Yeah. Reading enriches one's life. Those all are gerunds. All right? So, exam exercise. Okay. So, in the exercise, identify the gerunds in the following exercise. Peter enjoys playing hockey. The children got into trouble for making noise. Stealing is not the solution. Successful completion of a task is gratifying. So, identify the gerunds in that exercise. Let me add you one more exercise, then we'll be done with our lesson. Okay, now our second exercise, fill in the blank spaces with a suitable gerund. My favorite sport, my favorite activity in school is, okay. Question 2, dash made her happy, full stop. Question 3, they have stopped dash. Question 4, I am tired of dash. Question 5, dash is good for your metabolism. So pick out any gerund that you can think of, as long as it's an ing form of a verb, and fill it in as long as you're using it as a gerund in this sentence. That said, I wish to end the lesson. Remember, we said that gerunds are verbal words that are used as nouns, ing forms of verbs that are used as nouns. They can be used as subjects, objects, or complements. Okay, so next lesson we're going to look at something else. For today, let's end there.